old school Baltimore football, Michael, right? Pounding that rock, playing solid defense. Do you still have any questions about Lamar Jackson?
If the Lamar Jackson I saw yesterday or Lamar Jackson I've seen the last 2 weeks especially shows up every week, no, you don't have any questions about what that team can do, what Lamar Jackson can do, his ability. Running the football, we have never seen anybody like this.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
We can stop. It's just we've never seen it. And I love Michael Vick, the things Randall Cunningham, all those guys before did. Yeah, but not like him. Not like this dude moves in small spaces and is able to move his body, contort his body, get around people, and always find extra yardage. Always. Even Kyler Murray is great, but nobody's like Lamar Jackson. And now Lamar Jackson is playing football from the pocket, which means he's throwing the football and throwing it well. Mark Andrews having another great year. But Marquise Brown is making plays up the field. Now you got somebody making plays up the field in the kind of running game that Baltimore has put on the football field with guys going down. We keep talking about all the teams that have lost players because of injuries. So has Baltimore. And they just plug in somebody else with Lamar Jackson in that combination, and they continue to plow and move that football, running the football. Absolutely. I think Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens have come a long way now and ready to really compete and make some waves in the playoffs. Don't even talk about the defense Lamar and them has over in Baltimore.
I'm not sold.
Oh, God.
Lamar Jackson has always been an electrifying talent. He's box office. No one could ever run the football from the quarterback position the way that he can run the football. He's approaching his third consecutive 1,000-yard season as a rusher from the quarterback spot. Right. We know this. What do I always say about the quarterback spot, Molly?
The court?
It's about accuracy. It's about accuracy. And by the way, when it counts. So I took the liberty of doing my own research, Michael Irvin, and I went back into the archives and I looked at these numbers. Lamar Jackson has played in 4 playoff games.
Okay.
3 of them, he's failed to reach 60% completion percentage with his passes. The last time we saw Lamar Jackson in the postseason, he overcame his maladies first 2 years, 2018, 2019, by beating Tennessee last year. Completed 70% of his passes, threw for 179 yards. Obviously had a rushing touchdown. He did his thing in that game. Then he went up against Buffalo. He was held to 3 points. Completed 58% of his passes. Lamar Jackson has been dominant in the regular season. Dominant. He's been that way since he took over as a starter.
35 wins.
That's like 5 the fastest, 35 wins, and then, you know, what we talk about, like 5 or 6 losses and 35 wins in the regular season. Lamar Jackson is spectacular. You get all of that in the regular season.
Yeah.
But you see, when we start talking about you and we use words like greatness and what have you, what solidifies that? Playmaker, Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer. What solidifies that? It's what you do when it counts. Postseason is when it counts. Now, we saw him perform against Kansas City, second week of the season or so, second, third week of the season. Big-time performance. We saw what he did yesterday. Okay, we saw what he did on Monday Night Football in that comeback victory over the Indianapolis Colts. We saw all of that. But the reality is that he's phenomenal. We've seen all of that before. What we're waiting to see is that when you've got the Patrick Mahomes and the Josh Allens of the world, potentially a Justin Herbert of the world, or anybody else standing there as roadblocks to the ultimate glory you are unquestionably in pursuit of, when we're looking for that, where are you? And that is the question mark.
Can you extend him some grace? He's 24. His first full season as a starter was 2019. I feel like it's a different day. Come on, you're living in the past.
May I say this to both of y'all?
Yeah.
I think both of y'all are being unfair to me. I think you're being unfair to me.
Being unfair to you.
If I hear I'm not sold one more time, I'm going to throw up in my mouth.
Let me tell you why I think y'all are being unfair to me. We're not calling him a scrub. We're not saying he's not great. We're not saying he can't play. What we're doing is we're looking, and this is what, and I'm very serious when I say this because I want all the athletes out there to look. we ain't comparing you to us. We know we ain't on your level. We're comparing you to your contemporaries and what you do in big moments that solidify a level of greatness. Where do I get that from? And you'll appreciate this more than anybody on the planet that I've worked with. Do you know that I talk to Hall of Famers all the time? See, when basketball players, for example, when they get on me and they get mad about what I say, Molly, those things don't come from me. It's the Hall of Famers that say, whoa, 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 wait a minute. We were held accountable. We had to do this. We had to do this. We had to do that. This was the standard. Don't let them off the hook now. You understand what I'm saying? Don't do that to us. Football players tell me the same thing. You know well enough, and you know well enough. You know what this Rolodex is. These people call me. Don't let them off the hook. You hold them accountable because that's what you do to us. So what I'm saying to you is this. We know, let me tell you this, to validate what I feel about Lamar Jackson. Josh Allen signed 6 years, $258 million. Lamar Jackson is worth every penny of that, if not more, because you walk through the turnstiles to see that, brother. Yeah. So guess what? If he got 260, 270, I'm good because Lamar Jackson deserves every penny. Right. All I'm trying to say is that when we get to a point where your greatness has to be validated, it's the postseason. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. But nothing.
And getting deep in the playoffs, but we've been here with greatness before. And I'm saying Lamar Jackson, Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan had to go through this. You have those struggles, and then you go through these kinds of seasons, and you see where the improvement is made, and you say, now you're ready to go up against those teams. Yeah, but remember, now you're ready to beat the Patrick Mahomes that you beat this year.
It's not just about winning. It's how you perform. Like you just said, you'd show up. Even though your team might lose, you'd show up.
His team isn't nearly as talented as Baker Mayfield, same draft class, and look at what he's able to do. Fine. Right? But even look at what this roster.
But now he's carrying.
In the regular season.
Now he is carrying.
He's got experience.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.